Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Cancer. This is your self-reflection reading. As it's a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements and you're likely to find a message in there for you. Now, if you've never been to one of my self-reflection readings before, the idea behind them is every now and then we've got a bit of inner healing work to do, and sometimes we don't know where to look, and this is just a helpful nudge from Spirit to let us know where it is that we need to do some healing. If you do like the reading today, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, then don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. And if you press the notification bell, it will let you know whenever I do release new content. Right, let's get into your reading. Mr. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for Cancer for their current self-reflection? And just let you know, this is a timeless reading, but today is the 7th of September when I'm recording this of 2024. But whenever it falls into your feed is likely to be when it's relevant for yourself. Can we get some more cards, please, Spirit, for Cancer? Now I'm using my Dark Crystal Tarot deck. I got it for my birthday last Saturday. So none of the cards, other than the Major Arcana, are the general ones. So we've got lots of different suits in here. And then I'm using my Labyrinth deck to clarify as well. Again, they don't have the traditional suits in there either. So I'm going to try and confuse myself as I'm reading, but I'd like to hope that I've learnt them all by now. Right, okay, so your overall energy, we have the King of Gems. So that is the King of Pentacles. So very much suggesting to me that you are feeling very stable, very successful. You're potentially very skilled in whatever it is that you do, whether it's work or you're just very skilled in general. Now, how are you talking to yourself? We have a 7 of Vials and we have the World card. So the 7 of Vials is the equivalent of the 7 of Cups. So you're telling yourself that you've got a lot of options in front of you. You can do anything you want. You've got anything you can pretty much choose anything you want to. And the World card is telling me that you feel like you've come to the end of a particular cycle and you're aware of it and you're ready to start something new. So you pretty much in the phase of choosing something new to go forward to. Well, let's get some clarification on that. That's quite a nice start, actually. Could even be that you've got a lot of choices and you're overwhelmed by them, but you know that you need to make a choice in order to move forward and end the cycle of indecisiveness. Let's get some clarification on this 7 of Vials and the World card, please, Spirit. I like it when the world is clarified by the world. Lovely. So we have the High Priestess in the reverse. We have the World. And we have Judgment. So very much that High Priestess then is keeping things quiet. So whatever it is you're making a decision on, you're keeping it to yourself. You're very much keeping it quiet. Maybe somebody else hasn't, or maybe you haven't come out in the clean to say something's over, but you've very much made a final decision on something, and you are, you're ready to move forward, and you are keeping it to yourself. And you're very much telling yourself that this is your final decision and that you're not going to change your mind. The High Priestess, when she's in the reverse, is very much keeping things on the quiet. When she's in the upright, she is making lots of plans. This can be doing things a little bit underhanded as well. with it being in the reverse, and potentially manipulating a situation to suit themselves. But like I say, you're very much telling yourself that this is something that is coming to an end. You've made that final decision. So whatever this is representing to you, whatever this Seven of Vials is, whatever the High Priestess is representing for you, whatever decisions you're trying to make, you know it's going to be your final decision on whatever it is, and that is your absolute final decision. Now, the Judgment could represent a potential reconciliation energy. It could be that you're revisiting something, or that you have revisited something, but you're very much making a final decision. So whether this is to close something out completely, whether it is to reconcile, but whatever this world is representing for you, it is the finality of a chapter. So reconciliation doesn't have to be going backwards on itself, because you can reconcile but under different energy. If both of you have leveled up in your energies, then you can very much reconcile and have, you know, in a different energy, and you won't repeat the past. But this is very much telling me that you don't want to, you know, you don't want to be on the same chapter. You're already very much moving forward into a new chapter of your life. You're very, very, very well aware that what has happened has now come to an end. You're not going to repeat the same thing. It's time to move forward into something different. Now, what you are hiding from yourself out of shame or fear, we have the Five of Shards. So that's the Five of Wands. Now that's currently showing in the reverse for you. Now what's that suggesting to me is that you want to avoid conflict, and you're very much wanting to cooperate with people. Now why you feel that that would be shameful, I don't know. So that could be something very much that you're fearing. Crikey, I'm assuming that you may be having a few communication problems too, because I haven't been tongue-tied so far tonight, and I've done, you're my 6th reading, so yeah. But yeah, so very much there could be some conflict going on. You could be a little bit fearful of conflict dragging on. You could be scared of who it is that you may need to compromise with and work with. But this is definitely suggesting that there's an end to some fighting, or something needs to, potentially fighting needs to end, or competition needs to end. That could be very much what this World card is representing, an end to competition. You could just be scared of the unknown and what comes afterwards. So let's get some clarification on that Five of Wands, and 4 cards jump out as soon as I say it. So we have a Two of Junk that's come out to the side. That's the Two of Pentacles. We have 9 of Wands come out to the side. That's 9 of Wands. Sorry, 9 of Poles. That's 9 of Wands. We have an Emperor to the side, and we have an 8 of Poles to the side. So where I'm saying about communication, there it is. So your Two of Junk then, your Two of Pentacles. So very much you trying to balance things out with someone within yourself. Potentially that's what this competition is, whatever this strife is. It could be that you're just competing with yourself potentially. It could be maybe competing with other people. It could be that you are just feeling a general rivalry and it's putting you out of balance. Maybe you're taking on too much because you're trying to compete with people, and it is causing you some serious balance, but you're scared that if you don't compete with them, you're not going to get where you want to. But you want to cooperate, you don't want to compete. You've got the 9 of Poles, which is very much telling me that you're finding your defensive nature quite challenging. You don't want to be defensive. You don't potentially want to have to keep your guard up so much. And that's why very much you want to cooperate with somebody or with people, because you're sick of having to keep defending yourself. You're constantly trying to battle people off, and you're finding it really challenging. Potentially you are somebody that could be very much a peacekeeper, and you're finding competition itself extremely exhausting. We do have the Emperor, so potentially having control or controlling a situation could be challenging. Maybe somebody else is trying to have control and they are really challenging you. The Emperor is very much controlling their own situations, having control, giving orders, basically being the absolute boss. Now this is something, it could even be somebody in your energy that you are finding extremely challenging because they are possessing those particular traits. And it could be that you are in needing to cooperate with that particular person, but you're finding it really hard because they just make you want to be defensive all the time. And we do have this 8 of poles as well. Now that again is coming out to the side. So communication itself is a bit of an issue. Potentially you may be miscommunicating, and your communication just isn't on track, and that is causing some conflict. So you're trying your hardest to communicate as much as you possibly can in the best ways you can, but you're just scared that that communication is going to cause more issues, and you're potentially ashamed of having to be so defensive, and having to, maybe you're scared of taking control, and you're ashamed that communication can go a bit offside for you, and that it's all causing a bit of conflict that you're trying your hardest to come out of. Now what you can do to help yourself, we have, or what help is available for your healing, we have a Page of Stones in the reverse, and we have a Fool card. That Page of Stones is very much telling me that you need to finish learning a lesson. Okay, the page, that's the Page of Swords. Weirdly, stones are swords in the Dark Crystal deck, and pentacles are gems. But yeah, so this Page of Stones is very much telling me that you need to finish learning what it is that you need to learn. I'm assuming that it is to do with this defensiveness, this need to cooperate, learning what it is that you want to make a choice on. So you need to finish learning what you need to learn, and very much you need to make sure that you communicate it properly. The Fool is telling me that once you've made that decision and you've done that learning, you need to jump straight in and move forward. Take that new start, have that leap forward. Can we get clarification on this Page of Stones and the Fool, please, Spirit? Finding out very much, learning about what makes you happy. Very much so. Learning about what makes you happy. Now we've got the Chariot here in the reverse. Now that is suggesting to me that you're not quite synced up heart and mind just yet on what it is that's going to be making you happy, and that's what's keeping you stuck. So learning what makes you happy, learning what that wish fulfillment is, will help you move forward, but making sure that it's both, heart and mind, that you're committed to it within both. We've got the 6 of Feathers, very much telling me that, you are on track to move to calmer waters. You're ready to come out of whatever competition or turbulent energies are around you, and having that leap of faith and moving forward will help with that. Now it could be that you feel a bit stuck, but this is just suggesting that you're taking a little bit of time to line yourself up in order to have that move forward, but very much learning what it is that makes you happy, so you can make the choice that you need to make, so that you can move forward and take that leap of faith. Now what you need to release, we have a 10 of Stones, so suggesting to me that you may have been betrayed in the past. You may feel like you've been stabbed in the back, betrayed. It could have caused you some depression. Potentially, it's suggesting that you do need to release this. Now, we've got a 3 of Feathers that's come out from that so far in the reverse. So it is suggesting that there's some heartbreak that you need to heal from, and that heartbreak also needs releasing. We have the Moon as well. So releasing the fact that things are in the dark, potentially releasing your fears, not needing to know everything that's going on. We have the Lovers in the reverse. So, sorry, the Dancers are in the Labyrinth deck, in the reverse. Very much suggesting that if there's been an unhappy union or a wrong choice that's been made, not to be dwelling on it, releasing that wrong choice so that you can move forward. Potentially this wrong choice is what has caused some heartbreak, and again it's very much moving forward, not necessarily knowing, you know, you might not have the clarity of the situation, but you know enough of the situation. We do have the Sun here as well, so if it's something where you felt like this, the Dancers was going to be your happiness, your happy ever after, it's releasing that, because there is going to be something better coming in for you. Now, this can also suggest, you know, a lot of hope, I'm not suggesting that you release hope and joy. I'm suggesting that whatever you thought it was that was hope and joy, potentially somebody that you feel has betrayed you and stabbed you in the back, they may have made you happy and joyful, but you still need to release them so that you can heal from this heartbreak. Now, what you need to embrace, we have the Devil. Doesn't suggest that you need to go and embrace lots of toxic, negative behaviours or addictions. Okay, what it is suggesting to me is that you need to be a little bit selfish and put yourself first, because that Devil, part of their toxic traits with the Devil is selfishness and putting themselves first. I'm not suggesting that you go as far as, you know, becoming obsessive or toxic in any way, but sometimes being a little bit selfish can do yourself some good. Sometimes, and a lot of the time, it's just putting yourself first. And the Devil always takes what he wants. He goes for what he wants, and he takes it. And this is suggesting that potentially that's what you need to do. And you need to embrace that nature about yourself. So we've got a Two of Pots in the reverse. So that's a Two of Cups. So embracing that things might not be working out for you, which I'm assuming is to do with this up here, what you're releasing. We have an Eight of Feathers coming out to the side. So realising that people aren't holding you back and you're not stuck. It's actually all in your head. Is something that you need to embrace. Now that could be quite tricky, because it could be very much that you may be blaming a certain person that this Two of Pots relates to on keeping you stuck. You may feel like they've kept you stuck in a certain energy, and that you can't move forward because of them. You could be feeling like you've been held back by a certain person, but actually it's all in your head. You know, the only person that's keeping you stuck is yourself. And it's very much embracing that energy and realising that, you know, taking that selfish step forward and realising that you need to look after yourself. It could be very much that you may have been putting somebody else first quite a lot, and you may feel like you can't move on because of them. It could have been that somebody else was putting you first, and now you feel a bit stuck because you feel like you couldn't do what you wanted because you owe them. This is telling me you don't, and that you just need to embrace things. You need to, you know, look after yourself for a change. Put yourself first and stop feeling stuck. Stop feeling like somebody's holding you back, because it's only you holding you back. And we do have the Queen of Pots as well. So embracing having abundance, embracing being loved. The Queen of Pots is very much somebody with a lot of love. This could very much be that you need to embrace your emotions a little bit more. Maybe you were closed off with your emotions. This could be somebody new, and it could be that you need to embrace the passion to go towards somebody new. The Queen of Pots is the Queen of Cups. So very much somebody that is very empathetic, somebody that's very loyal, very kind, will very much help anybody in need. And it could very well be that it's suggesting to you that you may need to embrace this energy, or embrace somebody that is there ready to help you and through thick and thin. The Queen of Pots is very much somebody that will be loyal and long term. So yeah, so it can very much be one of two ways. Either you embracing your selfish sides and then embracing, you know, your emotions, your passion, what it is that you want from things, realizing that you're not stuck, and embracing that, you know, the only person that's holding you back is yourself. And then, you know, using your emotions, having control over your emotions, helping yourself, helping others once you've looked after yourself, you know. Right, yeah, so let's get you an Angel of Light card, see if there's any more messages that Spirit wants to convey. But I do like that you are telling yourself you're ready for a new start. That is lovely. It's just embracing it all, learning that lesson so you can finish off whatever it is that you're doing with the world, so you can take that leap and have that new start that you very much wanted. Right, Spirit, can we get an Angel of Light card, please? Nope, you're going to get 3. So we have introspection, wisdom, and curiosity. So introspection then. Your angel guidance is to find quiet space for contemplation and look within. It is time to withdraw and review your life. Take time and space for yourself gives you an opportunity to recuperate from life's challenges, to reflect on the way ahead, strengthen yourself and prepare for the next phase of your life. During times of introspection, you can become aware of your gifts, your inner reserve and wisdom. It is time for healing. Still your mind and quieten your emotions. Ask the angel's wings to unfold and provide you with a safe haven in which to relax. Then you can listen to the promptings of your angel inspiring and guiding you. Your affirmation: I claim time and space for myself. Curiosity. See life through the curious eyes of a child and you will discover a never-ending source of happiness and excitement. Curiosity keeps you alive, interested and interesting. Excuse me. The angels are inviting you to be curious about yourself. Start exploring who you are and you will grow personally and spiritually. Be interested in people and you will discover an external source of fascination. Be curious about the wonderful universe in which you live, about the angels themselves and their role in the divine plan. Your radiance of your delight in life will illuminate you. Your affirmation: I explore the wonder of life. And then wisdom. Knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. Your angel guidance is to connect with your still, quiet centre and listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will take decisions and act from your own infinite self. With wisdom, life takes on a new perspective as dramas and fears become insignificant in comparison with the magnificence of the overall picture. Walk your path in life as one of the wise ones, and all will revere and respect you. Your affirmation: I listen to my wisdom. Right, I hope that has given you some ideas on what it is that you can work on with your healing Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading today. Don't forget, if you did enjoy your reading, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to help pass it on to anybody else that needs to hear it. Good luck with your journey and thank you for joining me.